described anybody as his closest personal friends. Do you have an understanding of who his close friends would be?
No, he would talk about friends that he had. He would say he would told me how friendly he was with Ava's husband, and I always thought that's kind of funny that you're friends with your ex-fiance girlfriend's husband, but you know, it was stuff like that. Did I believe that he knew Clinton? No, I didn't believe it. But sometimes people say that, they knew high people in high places.
Do you have any reflections as we close this conversation, whether it's on your relationship with Mr. Epstein or the pain and suffering that he and his accomplices inflicted on countless victims and survivors, largely with your resources? Any reflections of any kind on the entire topic?
Objection assumes the fact not in evidence.
Well, I believe he had a lot of resources beside mine. I think the only thing I said earlier was that if you understand, I think he had, in hindsight, multiple personalities, incredibly smart, which I didn't really see. I mean, when you can bullshit Nobel laureates about physics and university professors and physicians and all the people that I've read about, I mean, if it was a movie, no one would believe it. I mean, but what I read about him and the connections is so, and I think that the perspective to understand it would be to understand how intelligent he was as a criminal and all the things that he did. And I mean, I have trouble imagining how he could just do all the shit that he did, forget about work, in a 48-hour day, because it was always so busy with my stuff. And then you find out all these relationships. It's just mind-boggling. And some of it, even today, I can't believe that it's so, but some of the stuff I believe because I read about it. I mean, stuff I read yesterday, I said, I can't believe this. And I think to understand it, the criminal activities, all this stuff, it's like, I hope you guys are really good. And I, as I said earlier, I hope, probably the dismay of my advisors to give you an accurate picture of how I am and how he was, how I perceived him. And I mean, diabolical isn't a big enough word. And I think I said early, Bernie Madoff was a Boy Scout compared to Jeffrey. I mean, if I just believe what I read in the press about people that he contacted, university presidents, Gergen, my friend, I mean, it's just crazy. But he was beyond perfect or good at doing all the shit that he did. It's just, I think it's the rumor and innuendo that goes around me makes me very mad, because I think I'm a very straight arrow and a very responsible person. I don't want to give you a speech on my virtue, but I'm comfortable in my own skin. And I look up, I say, it's so preposterous to me what he got away with so long with so many people that I can't imagine how a mind could do that and be robbing banks. It's crazy.
Thank you. And then one last question. I think your counsels represented to DOJ that your assets accounted for virtually all of Mr. Epstein's wealth. Sounds like you don't agree with that?
I wouldn't know it. But I really don't know what his wealth is. But, island house, all that, lifestyle, buying people's gifts. You know, and it would seem to me that having a good sense of how much money now he probably stole from us, or more than that, that we don't even know about yet, because it was disguised. I think it's a vast, I know, if you said it, to do all the things he did, and now I know he was, if you would, a bank robber. Bank robbers don't rob one bank. That was just, there's more there, and I can understand why people like myself who were robbed don't want to be mentioned, because they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to, you know, appear naive or dumb. I mean, when I look in the mirror, I know I see an honest person, but in this, I was completely blind.
Okay. Thank you. We can go off the record.